So you're thinking about moving to Suwanee, Georgia? Well, we have some exciting news. In 2024, Fortune.com announced that Suwanee was ranked 27th out of 50 best place to live in America. So in today's video, we're doing a map tour so you can see what Suwanee has to offer, including its town center with all its festivals and concerts, all the outdoor activities here with all the parks, the Suwanee Creek Greenway, and also the easy access to Lake Lanier. We'll be looking at the location of Suwanee in comparison to the city of Atlanta, which offers a lot of employment opportunities, and also we'll be showcasing some of the home options here in Suwanee. So let's get it started. Okay, let's jump on the map here. Let's take a look at Suwanee, Georgia. Suwanee, Georgia is the suburb we're going to be talking about today. Suwanee, Georgia is in Gwinnett County. And I always like to zoom in and zoom out. Now the outline in red is the area that we're going to be talking about today. So if you are looking at Suwanee on Google Maps, it'll be outlined in red. Always like to show you the distance between Suwanee, Georgia and Atlanta. So that way you'll know what the distance is. Right now, if you left Suwanee, Georgia and you jumped on 85, you headed south on 85 to the city of Atlanta, it would take you about 43 minutes to get there. Okay, I want to show you a couple other little suburbs around Suwanee. A lot of times we have buyers that are contacting us and are looking at possibly moving to Suwanee, but also they're looking at some other areas, or maybe they need to travel through different parts of Atlanta, and they always wonder how far some of these other suburbs are from Suwanee, Georgia. Just want to take my pen here so I can highlight them to you. The first one would be Lawrenceville, which is the suburb really close to Suwanee, Georgia. It would take you roughly around 25 minutes to get to Lawrenceville if you had to travel from Suwanee to Lawrenceville. Another area I like to highlight is Marietta. Marietta, if you traveled from Suwanee, would take you a little bit over an hour to get there. Also, if you are a baseball fan and you're interested in going to the Braves baseball game, the stadium is right here, really close to Marietta. Again, it'd take you about a little bit over an hour to get there from Suwanee. And the other area I'd like to point out to you is Gainesville, Georgia. And if you were traveling from Suwanee, Georgia to Gainesville, that would take you about 35 minutes to travel to Gainesville, Georgia. For those of you who are interested in a little bit about the history of Suwanee, Georgia, Suwanee, Georgia really has a rich history that reflects the transformation of a small Native American settlement to a thriving suburb here in Gwinnett County. Suwanee was originally inhabited by the Cherokee and Creek Native American tribes. Also, the name Suwanee likely derives from the Native American word which means echo river. And the Suwanee Creek and also the Chattahoochee River were intricate parts of the culture and economy for the Native American tribes that live here in the Suwanee area. Back in the late 19th centuries, the railroad really created a lot of different development and growth here in Suwanee when the railroad was built back in 1871. The railroad brought a lot of different residents and businesses and also economic activity because it really connected Suwanee to other parts of Atlanta, especially Atlanta and other suburbs around Suwanee. And it was Suwanee was officially incorporated in 1949. Now, in the 20th century, Suwanee remained a small rural community, but back in the 1970s and 1980s, I-85 here that you see, and we're going to be talking a little bit more about I-85, was constructed, and it really helped the growth and economic growth in the area to really explode once I-85 was constructed back in the 70s and 80s. It really connected Suwanee to Atlanta. And by the 1990s, Suwanee began transitioning into a suburb city, attracting a lot of families and businesses. And by the 2000s, Suwanee really gained national recognition for the quality of life and community development. And the Suwanee Town Center was completed in 2003, which really the town center became a vibrant mixed-use development featuring a lot of stores and restaurants and parks. And also they have a lot of activities, festivals, and concerts there at the amphitheater, which is at the Suwanee Town Center. And also Suwanee, which we'll be highlighting today, is really known for its award-winning parks and outdoor activities. By the way, my name is Matthew. I'm a real estate agent here in Georgia. I also moved to Georgia from Florida over 16 years ago. I've been living ever since. And welcome to my channel, North Georgia Life, where we cover everything there is to know about living in North Georgia and the surrounding suburbs, including the best neighborhoods, things to do, so you get a really good idea of what it's like living here. Make sure you subscribe below so you can be the first to learn about the current market here in Suwanee, Georgia. My team and I love helping people just like you make a move here, even if that's in 5 days or 9 months. Give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. You can even schedule a Zoom call with us. All our contact information is in the description below. We'd love to help you make a smooth move here to Suwanee or one of the surrounding suburbs. So I'd like to jump over here to niche.com. Niche.com is a website that myself and my team will refer to our buyers. A lot of times if you're looking at a suburb, we'll encourage you to take a look at niche.com. It's a good website. It's a third-party website which gives you overall grade for certain suburbs when you're looking at them. So niche.com basically says that Suwanee is the #1 best place to live in Gwinnett County. Niche.com gave them Suwanee, Georgia, an A+ for their overall grade. For public schools, they gave it an A. For housing, they gave it a B. For good for families, they gave it an A+. Crime and safety, they gave it a B-. Nightlife, they gave it a B+. And for diversity, they gave it an A. As you scroll down, the population based on niche.com here in Suwanee is a little bit over 21,000 people that live there. The median home value is $375,500. And if you had to rent in Suwanee, the median rent is a little bit over $1,800 a month in rent. The overall breakout between people who rent and own, over 64% of people that live in Suwanee own, and 36% of people that live in Suwanee rent. Scroll down here. Suwanee's rankings based on niche.com. Best suburb to live in Georgia was ranked number 7 out of 166. Best place to raise a family in Georgia, ranked 8 out of 415. Best suburbs to raise a family in Georgia, number 8 out of 166. Here's their breakdown of crime and safety, where they gave it a B-. Residence diversity, they have it broken out in regards to their different categories. They gave it an A. Working in Suwanee, they gave it an A- in regards to employment opportunities. The median household income in Suwanee is a little bit over $100,000 a year. And the overall grade that they gave for the public schools were A+, and also they did give an A for the Peachtree Ridge High School. So you can see why a lot of people like living in Suwanee. This does highlight their different categories, how they came up with an A+. So it is definitely an area that a lot of people really enjoy moving to and living here in Suwanee, Georgia. Okay, let's take a look at the major arteries and roads in and around Suwanee. First of all, I like to always show you if you're coming from Atlanta. If you're flying into Atlanta and you're going to meet myself or one of my team members in Suwanee, because you're going to look at some homes in Suwanee or some of the suburbs around Suwanee, but you're meeting in Suwanee, we would tell you that you flew into Atlanta Airport from the city of Atlanta, you would come out of the city of Atlanta and you would jump on 85, and you would just take 85 north, and 85 continues north here, and you have a couple of areas you could cut off to get over to Suwanee, Georgia. Okay, as you come up 85 here, and you come towards Suwanee, again, Suwanee, Georgia is here. You have a couple of different arteries that you can exit off of 85. The first one here, this road here, is called Sugarloaf Parkway. The next one here is called McGinnis Ferry Road, which goes this way. And then also this road right here, which takes you right into the Suwanee area, is called Lawrenceville-Suwanee Road. Also, this road here winds through here and up through the heart of Suwanee and up towards the north of Suwanee. This road is called Buford Highway. And then also this road here is a major road that goes north and south on the west side of Suwanee, which is called Peachtree Industrial Boulevard. So if you're looking at some homes online and you're wondering what are some of the good arteries to be around, those are some of the major highways that you want to take a look at, and roads, because if you did have to travel to different parts of Atlanta or travel around Suwanee, those would be good roads to look for neighborhoods to be around or be closer to, because you can really get around Suwanee very easily on those roads. Okay, so I want to show you, here is Suwanee, and you can see here this is called the Suwanee Town Center. This is, as I shared with you earlier, this is really a central mixed use of businesses, shops and stores. They also have some really nice green space area. This is really the hub of activity and festivals throughout the year. You have several different restaurants. Also, you have concerts. You have nice, really green space here. Also, you do have the farmers market here. A lot of people come and enjoy themselves here throughout the summer and springtime. Bring the kiddos. They can play here in the water, really enjoying themselves. Also, you'll see people doing yoga out here in the green area. So the town center is really the central hub that a lot of people like to come and enjoy them. They can bring their dogs, their family, their friends, their kiddos, just really enjoying the area. It is a walkable area, so it's nice that you can walk around the green space here, come into they have an amphitheater here, as you can see, where they have a lot of concerts. So they have stores and restaurants around the town center area that you can go enjoy shopping in some of the restaurants right there in the town center. Now, for those of you who are wondering, where are the stores and restaurants? Again, at the Suwanee Town Center, there are some restaurants and stores right there in the town center, but also on Lawrenceville Suwanee Road here, which I showed you before is one of the arteries that connects you to 85. I'll get my little pen here just so you can see it again right here. This major artery right here that connects you to 85 and also over here. If you looked at a map and you were looking at the stores and restaurants, that's where you're going to find a lot of your national food chains. You're going to find your Super Walmart Super Center right here, right on this road. Also, you got Chick-fil-A, you get the Main Events Suwanee right here. Also, you got a H Mark of Suwanee, which is tailored to a lot of Asian type of foods that you can purchase if you're interested in Asian, Chinese, Vietnamese type of foods to shop for yourself. Also, you have a Lowe's right here. So really that road is the major road if you're looking for where would be the closest stores and national food chains and major stores to shop at. That would be the main road. And also you have other different stores and restaurants around on some of these other arteries throughout Lawrenceville, but that would be the main area where you would want to shop and grocery at. Also, just a little bit north on 85 from Suwanee, you also do have here, it's called the Mall of Georgia. The Mall of Georgia is a very large indoor mall that has several different restaurant or stores. Also, they have the food mart there, got a little area for the kiddos to play in, but you can see that this mall is at least 2 stories, might be 3 stories high, but this is a really large mall. It's called, again, Mall of Georgia, which is just a short distance drive from Suwanee, Georgia. Okay, here in Suwanee, one of the things that a lot of people are attracted about Suwanee is the outdoor activities, all the parks and green spaces. We're again here in Suwanee, and also a lot of the suburbs around Suwanee. There are a lot of parks and outdoor activities, but just want to highlight some of the parks here in Suwanee. The first one is the Sims Lake Park, which is right here. The Sims Lake Park really features a beautiful lake. It has some walking trails and also picnic areas and playground for the kiddos. You can see here enjoying themselves at the lake. Have a little area that you can walk out on a little deck area and enjoy the lake. Here's some of the trails. Here's the playground for the kiddos. So this is a really popular park right here in Suwanee that I like to point out to you. The other park I like to point out to you is the George Pierce Park, which is right here. And the George Pierce Park is the largest park in Suwanee. It offers sports fields, hiking trails, and also a community center. So you got some really nice outdoor trails. Got a nice little lake there. Here's the community center that people can really enjoy themselves. Again, got some shaded areas that if you walk during the summertime, got some beautiful trees to keep you cool. Here's a little soccer field for the kiddos here, football field. Also, the great thing about living in Suwanee and also the suburbs around Suwanee, you do see a lot of wildlife out at the parks as you're walking through. So just wanted to highlight that part to you. Another area I'd like to highlight to you, which is not part of Suwanee, but it's right on the edge of Suwanee, is the Chattahoochee Point Park. Now this is a park that you can, as you can see here, it's right on the Chattahoochee River. So you got a nice park here that you can enjoy the Chattahoochee River, got nice walking trails, So if you want to access the Chattahoochee River, enjoy the river, the Chattahoochee Point Park is a really short distance, probably just a couple-minute drive if you're in the Suwanee area just to get over. I'd probably say probably at the most maybe a 10-minute drive to get to the Chattahoochee Park there right on the river if you're interested in accessing the Chattahoochee River. And the last thing I like to point out to you that a lot of times our buyers ask us about is Lake Lanier. And if you're here in the Suwanee area and you drove up 85 and you took, which then turns into 985, you can get up to Lake Lanier. And if you drove your car, it's only about a 25 to 30-minute drive. So the lake really offers a lot of outdoor activities. If you're interested in lake life, you're interested in bringing your jet skis, your boat, bass fishing is really big there. You have a lot of different parks and RV parks around the lake. I did a really great video about living on Lake Lanier, so I would definitely check out that video. It's on my playlist on my channel here. So if you're wondering a little bit more about the lake, it really takes you on a deep dive of living on the lake and some of the outdoor activities that the lake has to offer. So I definitely would check out that video that I did that's in my channel under my playlist. Now, another thing that Suwanee really has that really attracts a lot of the buyers that live there and also people that live around Suwanee, maybe they live in some of the suburbs around Suwanee, is the Suwanee Creek Trail. The Suwanee Creek Trail is a trail that winds throughout Suwanee, Georgia. And you can see here, actually this is, if you click right here, shows the Suwanee Creek Trail right here, just a little bit south of the Suwanee Town Center. But the trail, if you do zoom here on the map, you can see that the trail winds through different parts of Suwanee. It's a really nice, beautiful trail. As I share with you, if you do like to hike and bike, maybe bring your kiddos, bring your pets, you can really enjoy themselves. Here's someone brought their dog here, walking on the trail. So this is a really exciting trail that Suwanee has really incorporated into the area there and also connecting some of the other parks to the Suwanee Creek Trail. So this is something I just want to show you in addition to the other parks that are around the Suwanee, Georgia area. If you do like to hike and bike, I would definitely encourage you to check out Suwanee Creek Trail. Now, for those of you who are moving to Georgia, maybe you're relocating from another state and you're looking for what are some of the opportunities for employment here in Suwanee, there are several different opportunities right in Suwanee. But also, if you do need to travel, let's say you have to live in Suwanee and you have to go to the airport, maybe you have to travel a couple times a month for business, Suwanee is really an attractive suburb for people to move to because you have such easy access from Suwanee to get onto 85 and to shoot down to the Atlanta airport. So a lot of people are attracted to Suwanee because of the location of Suwanee compared to the Atlanta airport. And also because it's so close to 85, 85 really connects Suwanee to some of the other suburbs. It really has helped with the opportunity for employment. A lot of businesses enjoy having their businesses here in Suwanee just because of all the major arteries and roads around Suwanee. It makes it easy for them to transport and get things around Atlanta. If you're looking for different type of businesses and wondering, Matthew, what are some of the type of business sectors here in Suwanee, Georgia? You have the tech sector, you have the healthcare sector, you have the education with the public schools and private schools, you have retail with all the restaurants, stores, you have several different hotels here, and also you got manufacturing is really big in the Suwanee area because of I-85 connecting Suwanee to the thriving Gwinnett County area and also down to Atlanta. You have some areas like Duluth and also areas like Gainesville where are some major other hubs for manufacturing. So if you're interested in getting a manufacturing business, you're getting interested in logistics, if you want to get into opportunity for truck drivers, driving around, there's a lot of opportunities here in Suwanee for you to explore. So you have a lot of different employment opportunities right here in Suwanee if you're moving from another state or if you're moving from a different part of Georgia and you're looking for a career change or just looking for what type of employment opportunities
you have plenty of opportunities here in Suwanee, Georgia. For those of you who have kiddos in high school and you're wondering, Matthew, what are some of the high schools that my kiddos would possibly go to if we lived in one of the homes here in Suwanee, Georgia? The first high school that your kiddos possibly might go to based on the home that you're looking at would be North Gwinnett High School right here. And also another high school is called Peachtree Ridge High School, which is another high school right here. A really beautiful high school here in Suwanee, Georgia. As we always tell our buyers, if you're looking at a home, make sure you check out schooldigger.com or one of those websites. Make sure you check out any ratings of any school before you make a determination on purchasing a home based on the school district that home is in. So I'm going to jump over here to my FMLS system and I'm going to pull up the map here so you can take a look. Now, I just did a general search of homes for sale here in Suwanee, Georgia. Did not do any search on any specific parameters. Just wanted to show you some of the homes here. One of the great things about Suwanee, Georgia is the options there. You have a lot of different housing options with different price points, different type of homes. You have some homes that are in gated communities. You have other homes that are in communities that do have homeowner association, and also you do have some homes that are not in communities that do not have a homeowner association. So you have plenty of options, housing options here in Suwanee, and that's another reason why people are really attracted to the Suwanee area. So I'm going to click on the first home here. Now this home is in the Morning View community. It's listed for $849,900. It has a total of 7 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms with the basement. It shows that it has a total of 5,300 square feet, a little bit plus or minus. It was built in 2000 and it sits on 0.39 acre lot, and also the basement is finished, and also it does have a bathroom down there. Just want to show you what this beautiful home looks like. You got nice brick on the exterior. This home has a nice outdoor pool, so if you're looking for a home that has their own pool, this definitely would meet your criteria. Nice front porch. Got a nice walk-in area with some wood floors. As you can see here, nice wood floors going up stairs to the second level. I got a nice terrace level with some really nice large windows. Gives you some natural light here in the family room here. Also, you can see the family room from the kitchen there, so you can be cooking and entertaining with your friends and your kiddos and still interacting with your guests there in the family room. And also here's the kitchen area. Okay, I just want to show you what that house looks like here. I'm going to go back to the map, pull up the next one here in Suwanee. Now this is a new construction home. There are a couple new construction homes in Suwanee that you can look at. This one is a new construction home. It's actually in the Wildwood at McGinnis Ferry community. Again, it's built in 2024. Has a total of 4 bedrooms, 4 baths, and it has 1/2 bathroom. It's listed for $1,250,000. It has, with the basement, has a total of 7,600 square feet. Looks like the main level, which you had the 4 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, has a little bit over 30, it has about 3,800 square feet. And also it says here that the basement is full, daylight and stubbed. Let's take a look at the pictures here. Nice brick front, some nice wood design, nice wood designs. You got hardwood floors here on the main level. Also got some stairs going down to the basement area. Nice. Looks like this is the dining room area here. Nice wood trim work over the fireplace. Got some stone there. Really nice large open floor plan. Really nice, beautiful large windows and doors. Give you some of that natural light. Nice large island there. Nice white cabinets for the kitchen. Got the gas stove. So another beautiful home here. Again, it's a new construction home here in Suwanee, Georgia. This home here also, if you're wondering which high school district, this home is in the Peachtree Ridge High School District. And the last home I'd like to show you here, it's in the Baxley Point community. It's listed for $539,000. It has a total of 4 bedroom, 3 full baths and 1/2 bath. It is a 2-story home built in 2006. It sits on 0.8 of an acre lot, and the house has a little bit over 2,500 square feet. I just want to see here the basement. It does not have a basement, so it's just a 2-story home with nice brick front, upstairs patio, dining area, nice granite countertops, white cabinets. Stainless steel appliances, open floor plan over the fireplace there in the family room, a nice upstairs patio that you can look out of the front door, the front of the house there. So those are 3 houses for sale here in Suwanee, Georgia. Again, all the areas you see in green are other houses that are for sale here in FMLS. Again, as I shared with you, a lot of different variety of homes. Just want to highlight a couple homes for sale, but Suwanee has plenty of different home options for you and your family to take a look at.
We hope you enjoyed our map tour of Suwanee, Georgia as much as we did. If you're thinking about moving here in 5 days or 9 months, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. All our contact information is right here on the screen. In the description below, there's also a link to my personal calendar if you'd like to schedule a Zoom call with either myself or one of my team members. We'd love to help you answer your questions. We want to make sure we help you find the right home based on your budget and your lifestyle. And until next time, as you always see here on our channel, North Georgia Life, we make the world a better place, one person, one family, one investor at a time through the power of real estate.